380. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Now Rashad Penny, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. Now it's Carson. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Carson. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
First down, Seahawks.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Here's Carson. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Good job right there. Good job right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson being chased out left. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Well, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through.
Seahawks 7, Ravens nothing. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check, check.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Jackson. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. 16 yards, a first down.
Gain of 16 yards. And at Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On the set. Trump. Next box. Mike, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
He's checking crack. Check nickel. Check. Lucky. Check.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
43-yard line.
Check pass. Right. He's tight right here.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
He's checking. Crash. Jim, squeeze. Kill. Check 24.
Now a handoff to Ingram. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
At the 38-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Jackson escaping the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quentin Jefferson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
No to start.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40, past the 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. Jackson from the shotgun. Man open left side is Brown. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
54. Come to my world. We won.
A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Switch it.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Come on. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Check 52. Joker, 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 Joker. Check, check. Check 13. Check 13. Wide. Get wide. Hatch it. Back out.
They'll run on first down. Ingram. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Last stop.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
22-yard line.
On the ready. T-minus 50s. It's a 6. Put it. High. Switch.
Throwing on second and 14. Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 63 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the... The 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a stretch.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Well, what a break here. Turnover late in this first half, and now they're set up in field goal range already.
With a chance to get more.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Go. Motion, check. Shift. 48.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. Tim Williams makes the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Check four. 6. Undercrunch. Switch.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 81 yards. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there's an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Move the team. 48, Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Penny. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now it's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal. So instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. The 20. It's caught. Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 24. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Watch the run. Slam. Check safety. Kill. Turn it.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
Yeah,
they?
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right to Boyle here over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I think this one comes under the heading of sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because you and I both know coaches go crazy seeing their quarterbacks roll out, in this case to the right side, and try to throw it back into the middle of the field. He got away with one there.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Set, cut, 6 yards. What we got?
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin with a run by Penny. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, 75 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Jackson. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Hey, 315. 48 right now. Let's go. You go 99. Start up 99.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. That's caught by Penny. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, a give to Penny. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. With it is Brown. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here we go. Switch. What?
On 2nd down, Ingram. Being able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Check the backer. Go. Goose. Hey. Go.
Ingram again, a 1st down carry. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Flushed out right. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram taking it in. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's going to be a long day. Set. Hey, alert. 36 power. 48.
To throw is Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
A handoff to Penny. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Again, it's Penny. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want
it. On second down, here's Penny. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
We got three, fellas, we got three. Check 99, check 99.
This is Carson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. This is Penny. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Earl Thomas in on the stop. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Penny. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Jackson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still